You cannot be intimidating anybody, including me. We don't fear.
Eno anajo Okatakyie Afrifa ekoye meeting na ni meeting okoye no na o see two cars e follow no na two cars na e follow no Okatakyie Afrifa onu ni mu no ohun ni say ye aban mu nipa bi na ya hye ne kutupa say o me attack no ana say o ma assassinate no na Okatakyie Afrifa eko Facebook ye nyina ni Okatakyie Afrifa ni program o ye friend for the records you start pe issues bebre na ya na eba ho issues ni bi ne sign Okatakyie Afrifa yo bi a obo ndc achipa nkanka mahama mabu a wa start a obo no Okatakyie Afrifa ebo na achipa mahama ye mistake kakra bi Okatakyie Afrifa ebeba be kasanti e be kan say oma ndc for pressure pa nti no Okatakyie Afrifa nya some issues bi e won for the records na oye bi ho network problem bi ho so a light problems nti no nansen ye nya hu Okatakyie Afrifa but wa promise ye say enche be hu no na enro so ko meeting o posting on Facebook and the screen so no o stating ewo ni Facebook said state sponsored terror against me, an incident of intimidation. Okatakyie Afrifa no say I am drawing attention to a disturbing incident that occurred last night. The team and I had previously spotted these two cars at a location where I was holding a meeting. Now I say time we meeting no Osport two cars be as a general no man train it is all action movie. How our detectives need to a packet car or one side now say omudo telescope share Sano Okatakyie Afrifa air patch or say or start to say approximately 3 hours later around 11:30 p.m. I noticed that I was being followed by these same two cars as I drove. Time I watch card or we meeting or tiny comes or con. When we say two cars here also we meeting and air train no. Still now mudinachi. Inti no onwa tete say no ka yi na na esi wono ma na me ye meeting esi Mr. Tuka mo ese di machi osatoa so ka say upon realizing I was being followed I decided to counter chase them. The driver driving the car feigned making a call in an attempt to avoid confrontation. As a driver no ofeni or share that say or ye call abra o mo so ye say as o mo counter chasing o mo na say o maka say hey na de na mo di achi driver na ye say de no take care ni mo no ye say de say or your corner. Now, Sato will say, however, the driver of the Range Rover without a number plate, whom we confronted, claimed that he was a national service person, as dumb as they are. Now, driver na not Range Rover, and once a car's near two, care about when a Range Rover back, driver na not Range Rover anymore. Omo confront you, no, omo tracker any sin him, show, omo chasing him no, cause hey, I don't know who follow us. You will say ye meeting with Jina ye took our say DH, ye can't chase him there. As a more shadow, if you drive no Range Rover Nanoa, or more national service for Sano Okatakyie Afrifa say or Mukai. I am of the strong opinion that this incident may be part of the government intimidation tactics. Now, Okatakyie Afrifa say ni opinion on can see so say ni opinion chere say sa nyoma ekokoso ye ya se ebe free aban mu ndc aban mu na ase ya bo mo pa se omomna me ne sa so mpeso mu intimidate na se ni show no kra ehu akana na se wanye sa no Okatakyie Afrifa ka o se ni opinion no ase ya bo mo pa free government mu we nya na damfo bi na akobo pa se bia kia na Range Rover ankofo no mo mechese no ana se o mo ntete no onu ni hu ni say free government na eba o say nevertheless I must stress that I will continue to exercise my right to freedom of expression and movement, and no amount of intimidation can silence me. Okatakyie Afrifa, no amount of intimidation can silence me. No, otaka we any programmer, and no one otaka. Or say no amount of intimidation can silence me. So koswa ya. Otegana ya. And so no mahama ebibi obobonechi ya. Na mu intimidating is said then say mo be threaten no, mo be cast be dinechi, mo be stalking no. Intimi jai. Sani program ne abane china obebono. We release some pictures and videos and then I make us na e screen na na ocean. Kia ne cars na na follow no any Range Rover no pictures ne videos na ohwe no screen so no.
abusu abi online consult esmen kan che o se ebia wo yedwuma yi ni anase wo de wo nya adwuma kra na wo pa adwuma na wa sit in your house comfortably na wa ye adwuma anya sika unkotena obi a office ma obi a ma stress ma pressure bia bo modin aso be fa o number na the screen so na o mo nkasa o mo oni o mo de agu akwan ma o be kire we kwan a o be fa so na wa nkasa so wa ye online business abra on stress wo e stress free adwuma na abi online consult e de aba for abi online consult number na egu screen so na say obetimi visit o mo www.abionlineconsult.com omuno ebedi nkomo kama nya sanso abetimi afa number na the screen so na abi online consult edi nkomo na de wo bia no omone wo aka.
So my question was that under a president who says that he's resetting the nation, we are still using BNI to do the same old things. We are still using security agencies to do nonsense in this country. Nobody cares. So I try to look back and see, you know, you see what my name baby near baby you. Emre bi atwa mu na wo ka asem na nya no kora. Say na no yesi wo bi akotworo say na na kona du age my Rollins. Oda eye gold e jacuzzi ne de ban de be mu. Wago eno onim say nipa ko prison wo ho. Ama nipa ne wui.
Exactly so.
And JJ Rollins
educate them.
79-81 Tommy Thompson yekun free say waka asem a enya ban ne de enti yenkuno yenena mua bedru time kufo time miagaza mi kufo no so ba the same thing because government upon government they were using state institutions said be intimidating growth.
Exactly so.
Yeah, the baby by a criminal libel law. So what can seminar say nye obida? We have criminalized speech. So because of that, politicians say what Chrome had say you can say freedom of speech. It means freedom of praise. It is a one praise you now we can say munudia and it means freedom of speech. I say you state institution and intimidate you. And we thought this thing was going to stop. So there was a repeal of the criminal libel law.
Tell them.
Afeya baya mi anga san suma kufu ado baya ono so the same thing. Your mama ye the same thing. Ana o man FM obehwa ye se o man FM o cassette ya your mama na email saban etini a chinchim bonza. Sa ni nyina to suppress speech. Free speech.
Precise.
Akufu ado baya wa fa nche. Eno so ba ye ono so ebi wo ho ye tutu radio stations mu ni ade ye se bulldog akoka asem ne yi ni a che no de nako ye free ho na ye se bobi ansa akoka asem ni akoche na captains but ani ye nyina cassette ya say hey yanyana sa. Criminalizing speech is not supposed to be done under any government, especially a civilian government.
Precisely so.
Eti yewra John Mahama bae no say wono de wo reset wo man no eti ba bi o reset ne say say no wono nso se ye ka asem na nya obi da na sa asem ne nya no kura so you see you repeatedly criminal libel law general when the government upon government here omo pekwan bi so in a way of intimidating people omo pekwan bi so still are the bibia kwasho so offer a criminal and other offences act 1960 at 29 year. Now we call a section 207208. Now you call 207208 in your ready head no. I want to say government upon government in their quest to criminalize speech. We must have pekwan bi so abase. Ye free be causing fear and panic. That is 207 and 208. And no the ball a bulldog and the kufu.
Precisely.
Now what we have said over the period, even with this law, what constitutes a year causing fear and panic? And then constitute fear and panic. Omobua.
Oh fire.
John Mahama so Obaba resetting. Obaba resetting under John Dramani Mahama buying. Yes, national security say.
Oh fire.
Abro nyako ka semwa enye no kurenti. Enti ene ne sadia. Omo frɛ abo nyama na ba. Is that what is important for this nation at this particular point?
Freedom.
National security.
Freedom.
Is that what is important to you? Sanyoma way and Yoma way, and they are important to you at this particular point.
Resetting.
You're resetting any. It's your reset to a minor. Still, I obey you state institutions they intimidating a young crofo in the country in the name of Swakasa Manyanokre. No, Wakasa Manyanokra. The law permits say ubetimi for defamation. So the law has given ways in which you can seek remedies at the court.
Exactly so.
It is Obia Kasamna president today. That's a nyano misinformation. Emra ho. Mo fa na famra kwan so. The national security in the business and the It's here at John Dramani Mama, and you may hear was Sabri in ye. When resetting, you know, when resetting, and what Bra will buy ye any part. Court I find a prima facie case against them. You can't say prima facie case. So what the criminal case be a court before the court to Nebema or be a woody assembly born on Ababeina no. As what Timmy or no court and Anka said Timmy Tenassi, a year you must assemble the Abba court no. And paying in a swore was to see a Bema Nipana accused no Ababeina no. In this case, in the case of Collins Dada no Mamaka, Opunino Mamaka, the court has established that there is a prima facie case against them. And I also want to ask how does you going after Abronya with national security benefit the nation? In any case, how does it benefit the nation at this particular point? So the same dada noa. The catcher them. Monsieur John Domani ma o may be different
Nothing new. Exactly.
Ocha herbal powder esmen kan cho say so waist pains. Yes. And as a pulse, because the pulse are kuku. Waist pains enso yesisiare. What is our powder? Ebegu nsum na wahono nsa. I know wenum. Na afi wanom. Onoma waist pain o pulse na wo no kuku esisi wo tu esisi wo kon achi esisi wo kom. Ni nyina ebetete agu. Ni nyina enso ebekọ osisiare ni nyina ebe hilisi kama. Omo number na the screen so ntu betimi afre wo twa herbal powder. Na no omo edi nkomo na senia obesi anom no na so be fa aduro no. Omo akiro afre nso mepa acho onyema untimi ennom sa aduro yi bi. Timi sere wa ahye nso ye. Efama menti for omo number no. Then we try herbal powder. Any common idea or no, almost no one can.
So, Sir John Mahama say, Abronya Kansem, and Yanade, a defamina. Wo Yara John Domani Mahama, wouldn't him say article 57.5. Emma wo immunity, so won't me for beyond cocoa, no beyond me for uncle. It is your car summer for our honor and your da. Some may no one may waive me immunity under the article 57.5. Somebody in the panic court. Then you come into the arena. Exactly. Now, fair your husband penny and power you cleaner. Bound to me, yes, idea you cannot hide behind state institution. Now, to me for intimidating Crawford. Let me go there, say. Let me go there, say. More fire. It's not about Bronya. Maybe Bronya never bro more number than support no. But it is not about Abronya.
Exactly.
A two kwabna bobiansa make cassette ai. Na ya ndeku fuad waban. Mumusa bobiansa. Or that cells that day na me ne gina ho overnight. Na me ka ho. Me gina cells ho overnight. Mumusa bobiansa. Because injustice anywhere is injustice everywhere.
Exactly.
And on make us me MPP ni. Na time am ko gina bobi ansa ho na me GCPP ni
biso mu bio
meni kwa me wada akomo ayi chief bind wo betru ye kro jai hokoda me gina ho ma ade achen ekufo do aban wode bobi ansa koto aye nima me ko gina ho ma ade achen in solidarity because I am against that any day anytime. So it is not about Kwabe Bafo Bronye.
Exactly. So
if the president thinks so bia can be bia no what you say? You know, national security in say ya dia dan joke na ayi concert ne ya di gota ekura gota de chire fufuo so. Meanwhile the act na establishing national security no which is a Security and Intelligence Act 1030 no, it tells them exactly what the mandate of the national security is. Precisely. Gathering of information by Takashi national security concert national security ya di fake dollars in the container samba chairman for national training gathering information. Section 14 of the act, it gives them that mandate. Exactly. So among gather information, among report to the president daily. No more suggested reforms to be able to tighten the security of our nation.
For the record. For the record.
Another nigota.
More fire.
Near the Asian sem. Chire fufuoso. Katen kwan. We na joma meba to aso research ni die. Sa abronye meyina no. Wo meyina no under what? Still are intimidating go for state institutions. You will be Tommy Thompson, you coon one judge.
Exactly.
What does it? And some of us we understand the gravitas of what we are doing. We understand what you guys can do. Except that our conscience will never be free if we keep quiet. So we don't care. You know, let me go there. Say, we understand the gravitas of a yard. And then your mama was here, you see, say, Abronye, me, no, what if you think that Abronye, I be misinformation, Electronic Transaction Act any wo I will bet me dia bo abronye. It gives way for misinformation. There is several provisions of the law that gives way say misinformation you found court. Na court in decide and national security. Protection of the fundamental human rights of the people is now vested in the courts, not president. Precisely. So state institutions under the presidency, you cannot be intimidating anybody, including me. We don't fear. Me, I want to hear you.
If I'm not farming, me a taxi dollar. Now, and can I Mississippi? If so, Mississippi, I'm not coming out to let you trim me. We got 3P, Garlic Missano. That's
a miracle. We were doing just a full praise. You see, Jimmy and Casami is success. Me, and it is because the dear baby Shemi Subino. Noma, me be pinning to prime is very destiny. I don't know that the young body. I be on to my and to answer with a metro catch on a Nathan Shaman.
Mediabe. For 3 years in Anna, at the Midinawa, the name was Sinas and Maqua, with the Amako be so much medru. The best 3 years in you, Sama, the Majesty and the Medina. Saya and Kumi Prep. And if 4 days, and I'm a coto, 3 guys in the stand. So I'm a cousin and coupon when I'm there, and they have no castle. No one told me, but you want to catch it.
3P garlic mystery. Ubenyabi wa maimu pharmaceutical shops and herbal shops. Fred Piwak ewa 024-89-288-24 and 020-100-0021.